Welcome to this week's Tarot Tuesday readings. I've chosen 3 cards for you to guide you into whichever reading feels right for you. For reading number 1, I chose the card the Sun. For reading number 2, the Curse. And for reading number 3, Eagle. These are from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck and have a lot of emotion and feeling in them, so it might be triggering you a little, but take a nice deep breath all the way into your heart space and see which card or cards draw you in, and then we'll see you in the readings. And thank you so much for joining me. Welcome, reading number 1. You chose the card the Sun. And the Sun is a lot about having your energy, your passion reignited. So if you've been hibernating or feeling stuck, it's me just helping clear your energy, because that's perhaps what's been going on for you. This is the time to reignite your passion, reclaim your power, step into who you are with all your energy and love and support for yourself. I just feel like this person here has such a focused energy, and it's like it's time for you to fly free and move into the future that is already waiting for you. You just haven't quite stepped into it yet. It's time for you to shine your light. Let's see what the other cards have to say for you. Oh, that one really wanted to come out. Magic works through you, yes. It's definitely time for you to invite in some energy and some flow into your life and spread your wings, see the beauty. Quite often when you see black beetles, they just look like black beetles. And when you look closer, there's actually this iridescent color, and in this picture it's patterns and colors and so much more. So I just feel like there's so much more. We have Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom, and Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. Interesting. Some really strong energy. The Lion is a lot about drawing on the courage of your heart. So if you that sort of stuck feeling, that can sometimes keep you in a fear mindset. And I just feel like, you just need to step into your courage and believe there's beauty out there. Learn from your past mistakes, learn from your past, turn that knowledge of what you've gained from whatever challenges you've had, whatever's made you feel stuck, and turn that into wisdom that helps you to step forward and let the magic work through you. It's just I get this vision of the sunlight coming through you and shining through you. You are a shining light, you're a shining being, and your presence anywhere lights up the room, lights up people. And I think perhaps you have begun to doubt yourself and doubt your place in this world, and this is really inviting you to just draw in that energy and shine your light. Let's see what hummingbirds have to add. Be generous of spirit. I think it's that that I get that sense of when you hold your light within you because you feel like you're not good enough, or there's sort of fear aspects coming through that you create stories about yourself. This be generous of spirit is share your light, shine your light. That's what you're here to do. Just shine your light. Let's see what the hummingbirds have to say. We have fresh air and flowers. Spend time amid the natural beauty of the outdoors. And look at the light in this card and the sort of optimism, the movement, the new growth. It's like opening your windows, opening your doors to a new possibility, to a new way of being, a new way of feeling. And I think that's something that you have perhaps not been doing for yourself. It's that It's harder, certainly in the northern hemisphere at the moment. We're going into winter, to see the sun. So just know that it's there behind the clouds. You know that they always say that the sun's always shining behind the clouds. So just know it's there. And if you get a sunny day, you get out in that sun and let that energy really come to you. We have a magical surprise. A joyous gift is swooping in from the heavens. Wow. Isn't that great? It just feels like, the sun card is that sort of everything's working out really, it's like that good in the world. The sun in the tarot deck is very much like expanding your energy and just being so embracing of the world. And it's just like, so if you've been feeling like you're struggling and you're not really embracing that sun in your light and you're just in this sort of darkness behind the clouds, you can't see the sun, there's something going to come in and just help you feel better, help kickstart you into this new way of feeling again. And like the magic, there's just magic, I just feel a magical surprise. The magic works through you. There's magic around you. We also have fly with faith. Trust your sturdy wings and know that the universe is working its magic on your behalf. I like to see this circle of light. It's look at you, you're in, like, it looks like you're in this dark place, but you are beginning to shine bright and it's allowing you to fly out. It's that trust and faith that things are working out for you, that things are going to get better, but sometimes the way that things get better is by you actually stepping into your own power, drawing that energy of the sun into you, allowing the magic to work through you, letting go of the past by turning what's happened into a new way of learning, and share that. Be generous of spirit, share what you've learned from this challenge that you've gone through. Even if it's just with your family or your friends, share what you've learned, It's so important to share this because could be so many other people that are just starting or just going into what you've just been through. And I just feel like you have this opportunity to share your light and help them just by sharing your story with them. And like I said, that can just be with a close friend or a family member. If you've been keeping it quiet, how you've been feeling, I feel like sharing it, and you'll feel that intuitive need and want to share it with someone in particular perhaps. Or maybe it's more grandiose than that and you want to share it on social media or something like that. It just feels like there's people out there needing to hear your story, hear what you're going through. But fly with faith, know that everything's working out for you, even though at the moment you can't see it, and you don't always know how things are going to go. And you don't always know what's best for you, even though you think you do, It's that thing, I want this, and then it doesn't work out. And you think, well, maybe I'm just not meant to have it, but maybe it's just not meant to have it in that way, and things need to shift and realign to really give you something even greater than what you thought you wanted. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you. It's a lot. I just feel like there's a lot of color in your reading. I don't know if you can see that in the cards. There's a lot of color and light in your reading. It's you. Oh, that's you just now. I'm going to take a wee sip of my drink here. Let's have a look. Oh, what did I say about magic, about you and all that? We have the Magician as your first card. You get to come home to yourself. I think you've lost your spark and magic in yourself and the world, Sometimes you get a little bit jaded and you just feel like, well, what's the point? You lose that hope. And this, I feel like, in this connection to the sun energy, the light and above, I don't know if you can see with this card, it's just like there's so much light above. That connection with that, and then the connection with your own magic, with earth, creating that endless flow of energy within you is going to help you feel so amazing, and it's going to help you light you up, you know? You have this opportunity to release. You know, it's just that sense that creating that balance, let's release. And it just, like, you may feel like you're drowning, but you're actually at the point where you just need to release what you're holding on to. Turn that knowledge into wisdom. You know, it's like, let that past, let whatever's gone go, so that you can swim into your future. Oh, definitely with death and rebirth. Let it go so you can shine out again, shine your light, you know. It's time for you, and it's a really wonderful time for you to rebirth, to let things go and step into yourself now. You know, we go through many deaths in our lives because we go through so many transitions and phases, and things change, you know. And sometimes we have that thing, we fear that death in our life, you know, we fear letting part of ourselves go, or letting part of our life go that hasn't been right for us, because then you don't have that, and it's like stepping into the unknown. And really, this is I just feel like you have this great opportunity to just be like, okay, I'm letting this go. I'm going to allow my future to come to me. I'm going to allow myself to shine bright again. These are big cards. All, my goodness, these are big cards. We have Temperance, which is a lot about balance. You know, when you step into yourself, and we have the sun energy and the moon energy, with the masculine and the feminine, which is a lot about doing and being. You know, masculine energy can be a lot about getting things done, and feminine energy can be a lot about tuning into your own intuition, how you're being, how you're feeling. And yeah, I get that sense that perhaps you've been doing a lot to keep yourself distracted from how you're feeling. And this card is inviting you to bring some balance to that. You know, they talk about that heart-brain coherence, you know, bringing your heart and your brain in line, and then you can fly free and shine bright. Because we have the world. Oh, the wheel. Sorry, it's not the world, it's the wheel. We have the wheel, which is, you know, the wheel turns. I get that sense of regardless of what you're holding on to now, things are going to change anyway. It's happening anyway. The wheel is turning. You know, I just hear the wheel is turning. So it's like, regardless of what you do right now, things are going to turn, things are going to change. And it is for your better, but it's going to feel so much easier if you let go of what it was and move into what is, you know, go with the flow. In balance again, we have this, the dark and the light, you know, and I just feel like this down here with the wolves, this is all about you bringing yourself back into balance. Because this is you expanding your energy with the 9 of Cups. Look at this. It's like so much light and abundance and breaking free. I just feel like it's breaking free from the past as well. You know, cups are about emotions. So it's like, wow, you know, breaking free from everything that's held you down. I just feel like this is you expanding. Interesting, we have the 9 of Swords here. And I just feel like the guidance here, you know, what has come through here is this like juxtaposition of what can be and what is. So this is most likely where you are struggling to sleep. I see all these black crows as thoughts and feelings and stories that you're telling yourself, about your life, about your world, that is keeping you down. Like, you're not sleeping well, you're not looking after yourself, you're not nourishing yourself. But there's a shift coming. You know, there's this break of light and this white crow. And this is you bringing in the light. And when you bring in that light, that's when you shift how you're feeling. That's when you really start to embrace your future with hope and love in your heart and joy, bringing in the joy. The sun is bringing in the joy of hope and knowing that your future is waiting for you. And it's not going to wait much longer, in that things are going to shift anyway, there's going to be this magical surprise. It's like things are going to shift and you get to shift with them and embrace them and be part of it with that joy and love and light in your heart, and sharing who you really are. Reading number 1. This is your reading. I really appreciate you joining me, and I hope you do enjoy my readings. And please, I do enjoy hearing any comments you have about the readings or things that's brought up, because it just lets me know that, they are here for you and I'm here for you, and that you're appreciating them. So thank you. Thank you for joining me. Welcome, reading number 2. You chose the card, the Curse. And this card speaks of the karmic forces. This card speaks of recognizing the source of your limitations. Where is your scarcity mindset coming from? Anything that feels deeply rooted in you, that feels hard to shift, that's a sort of a repeated pattern that keeps coming through in your life, that you're like, where's this come from? It's this is about untangling and releasing these limits that have come to you from perhaps former lifetimes or from ancestors or from karma. It's just like, it's time to just let these go. I feel like you're a very empowered person, and there's no need, you are the one that's going to break the curse, break any generational curses. You're a very special person. I get that sense that you may feel like you don't fit in. And that's because you have this really powerful energy and ability to shift what's come before. That means in the future that those in your family will no longer have this curse upon them and you. So yeah, you are an amazing person, and it may feel like quite a burden, but actually it's just it's just so empowering knowing that you can change the course of your life. And so it's just, it was sort of hard for me to find the words. This card for me, I find quite triggering, and it was really funny. I pulled out, I was like, oh, I hate this card. And, it's just that thing where I think, I'm part of that story too. And sometimes it feels heavy and a burden when it feels like only you can see what everyone else can't see as things that should be healed within your family line, your ancestors, within your lifetime, and it's just like, sometimes it can feel quite heavy. And yeah, that sort of feeling like you're caught in a different story that you don't want. And be aware of the importance of forgiveness. And that includes forgiving yourself for feeling like it's a burden and feeling like, it's a challenge. Let's see what the other cards have to say for you. Let's get some animal friends in here, some animal spirits, and see if they can help us with what this curse is and how we can shift it. How we can free ourselves from what's gone before, Nope. Interesting. Aha. 2. There's feeling it, but it wouldn't come through. There we go. Let's have a look. Okay. Hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. Hawks have a great ability to focus from a distance, really onto small things. So, you know, we've got electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. And koala spirit, spirit has a plan. Okay then, so spirit's going to guide you through this. It's just, this is part of a greater plan. This is part of that, if you get that sense of, you know, there's a bigger story within life, the world, the universe. This is all part of the plan. I can't help but notice the energies of these two feel very similar. And I also see this as perhaps you kind of going, seriously, spirit has a plan, this is the plan, I don't like the plan, you know, so that I feel like there's a lot of resistance in you towards shifting this curse, shifting whatever is limiting you. And I feel like it's a repeated pattern. Like I said, I feel like it's stories your ancestor told themselves that limited them, that has come through in your timeline too, and you are now telling yourself this story. Worthiness comes to mind. Bring your ideas to life. It's like you know what you'd love to do. You know what you'd love to do, and you don't feel like it's worth it. You don't feel like you're worthy of being able to do it, or that you're good enough of doing it. Yeah, let spirit be your guide. I feel like there's just going to be a jolt. Something's going to jolt into your life. I feel like perhaps you'll even forget this reading. You'll watch it, forget it, and then in a wee while, something's going to change and shift. And you're going to be like, oh, it was that easy to shift that? Oh, and like, oh, it was that specifically. And now I feel free of it, you know? And it's that sort of forgiving. And yeah, smooth flight. No need to struggle against the wind when you can catch the current and sail easily upon the breeze. Spirit's guiding you. Your resistance to embracing who you are, embracing the stories that you're telling yourself, and forgiving yourself for repeatedly telling, you know, it's like forgiveness is a big part of this. When you hold a grudge against yourself, your ancestors, your family, anything that feels like you're limited by it, when you're holding that anger and fear and everything against someone or something, it's keeping you trapped, you know, it's not freeing, and it makes you struggle through life. You know, you can catch the current and sail easily upon the breeze. You know, they talk about, I'm thinking of the eel, you know, you're swimming in the river, you can swim and flow, or you can try and swim upstream. And I feel like you're trying to swim upstream because you don't want to reach wherever it is downstream. That's actually going to be your shift. We have the little things. Take time to rest upon your perch and delight in every tiny miracle. And, oh yes, joyous nectar, fill up on the sweetness of life. Okay. The darkness in this card, it's time for you to actually step into lightness, to focus on the good in your life, to be grateful for the good in your life. So part of your shift and stepping into the current and sailing upon that breeze, to not be struggling anymore, to step into flow with Spirit's plan and allowing yourself to hear the guidance that you're getting to bring your ideas to life, is actually to step out of the dark feeling that you're holding on to, that you're focusing on. And so I've just got an unusual bird has come to my bird feeders that I've not seen before. Interesting. And I don't know why it really drew my eye, because I'm not even looking out the window, it's to my left, but it really drew my eye. Yeah, that's me noticing the tiny things. Lost my train of channeling there. Step into flow. I think I was talking about the darkness. The stories you're telling yourself are holding you in the dark. You are struggling against the flow of light that you can step into when you believe that you can, that you can break free of this. And it feels a lot like breaking free of the curse is a lot about you just stepping into the light, stepping into yourself and believing in more than just you. Being grateful for all the little things in your life and filling up on the good. Start making choices that are good for you, nurturing yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, really taking care of yourself instead of abusing yourself, not looking after yourself, allowing the difficulties to take over your energy. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Go with that just now. Let's see what we've got. Oh, wow. Ace of Pentacles. New growth, new life. This is built on positivity, on new stories, not on the old curse, the old things, the old karmic lessons. It really seems like you're just gonna break through them. It doesn't seem like this is going to take a long time. It doesn't seem like it's going to be, a big grueling mountain to climb. I think you're just about the top of this mountain anyway. Like, you've done a lot of the work. Yeah, there's movement coming. The Chariot, balanced movement into your future. Oh, God, amazing cards. Queen of Pentacles. Look how you're going to feel when you're no longer struggling. Look at the difference between this person here, the koala, and how they're feeling, the cursed person and how they're feeling. Yeah? Shifting and moving. You're going to feel so centered, so grounded, so full of peace. The Sun. Need I say more? The Sun. Oh my God, it's just such amazing cards. Sun. The light. The energy. Look at it. Look at you. You're actually celebrating. You're filling up in the sweetness of life. Yeah? This is you currently. You're literally just about there. I just feel like you're literally about to break through all the challenge that has come before from past lives, from past energy, from ancestral curse. But it's just an ancestral story that just gets passed through all the energies as we're all created. You're just about to break through, but you're currently looking at the challenge of it. These 3 empty cups. You're looking at that challenge. You're looking at what's come before. And you're being gifted. It's like, you're being gifted this light energy. And it's because of what you're focusing on. And that's the little things. Is really asking you to focus on the magic, the good. Step in flow with the sun. Because you're the magician. Balanced, pure energy, and as the magician you get to create your life, bring your ideas to life that you've been resisting from, you've been hiding from your own ideas that you want to do, you just from these past stories. So here you are before and here you are now. You're the magician, you're the alchemist. You can create whatever you want in your life. You can create how you feel just by shifting. And I just feel like you're just about there. Like I said, I feel like you're going to forget about this reading, and in a wee while, you're just going to realize that you're no longer in this story anymore. You're in this story of light, of peace, of grounded connectedness. It's just going to shift real simply because you're already like up that mountain. You're already just about to create that new future, that new way of being for yourself. You're just about there. And yeah, if you remember this reading because you've finally like created that new you, a new feeling within you, and stepped into the, you've caught the current and you're sail easily above the breeze, please comment back and let me know that you've moved through, because I just know it's coming. I know it's coming, and it's not gonna be a big challenge like you think it is. Reading number 2, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Welcome, reading number 3. You chose the card Eagle. And this card, and the sense I get for you, is this grasping your new future. A new beginning, spreading your wings. It's, soar high. You can soar high so you can see all the smallest detail and the clarity without losing track of like the bigger picture of your life. It's a lot about stepping into your own power and moving out of where you are, where it's just this sort of regular, I almost want to say boring, mundane day to day, and igniting your magic and spreading your wings and grasping a new beginning with all your heart. Let's see what the animals have to say. How can we spread our wings and feel what we want to feel, huh? Okay, so are you in the in-between, the in-between of past and new? And that can be the hard place, like you've realized that you want to shift forwards into a new beginning, but you are not quite there, not quite taking that step. And so you're in this in between, and it can feel kind of scary, and you almost want to go back. And this card is saying, okay, you just need to spend a little bit more time in the in between, embracing where you're at, so you can create the new beginning and grasp it with all your heart. Yeah, it is. You just need to take a little bit of time for yourself in this space. Take time out with Brown Bear Spirit. Wow, you've got another eagle. Eagle Spirit, Spirit has your back. And then we have Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. We're just in this in-between, yeah? There's a new beginning that's just around the corner, and it's just like, I feel like there's a bit of fear you're holding on to that's not letting you fully step out to the new beginning. And these cards here are telling you you're not really supposed to step into that new beginning until you've really freed yourself from the old. Really just kind of let that go. It's like you're trying to bring some of that baggage from the previous into the new. And Spirit really wants you to just be like, no, let's just leave all that. It's in the past. It's done. It doesn't matter. It's not important. It's not part of your story now. So take that time out to let it go. Spend some time freeing yourself from past stories, past feelings, past hurts, so that you can step into your new with clear energy. So just be really intentional about clearing your energy, and this can be simple things like when you take a walk in nature, like shedding stuff from you, you know, shedding those energies, contacting your healer, your person that perhaps helps you to shed old energies and let them go so that you can step into your future. This and that are true as well. So the way that you get to let this go is discerning what's true and what's not. So you're hearing stories that you're creating for yourself. You're perhaps creating stories about the new before you even stepped into it. And they're perhaps slightly negative because of the baggage you're bringing from the past. And it's time for you to discern what is actually true in this new beginning that you are not stepping into at the moment, you know, and just get the real story true in your mind. Stop creating new stories about the new beginnings from your fears from what's come before. And when you sort of sort all that out, that's when you'll be able to step forward. So let's see what the hummingbirds have to say for you. I feel like you can't go leaping into that future until you sort this out, yeah? That's what it feels like. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've got 4 hummingbirds. We have Mother's Love. You're being wrapped in loving wings of comfort and protection. And this is this embrace this in between, take time out. This is the embracing the energy of now and embracing the good energy of now and the belief in the love that you get. Oh, wow. Bouquets of blessing. Your broken wings are mending. Relax and know that you are receiving a miraculous gift of healing. Oh, I said contact your healer. It feels like you're being healed anyway. And you will be healed when you take the time to allow that healing to come to you as well. This is beautiful. Clear skies ahead. The storm has passed, dear one. Let the rays of the sun warm your feathers as you welcome in a bright new day. Yeah. The old is past. It's like once you allow yourself to really heal what's gone before, this bright new day is there, that new beginning, you know? Oh, and bird's eye view, like an eagle, fly high and observe from above. Here you'll find new perspective, greater understanding, compassion. New perspective. You know, you're stuck in the this and that are true from old stories. Create this new perspective by zooming out and you'll get a greater understanding and the compassion you need to share with yourself at this time of letting go and shedding the old so you can step into the new. Let's see what your tarot cards have to say. And you, let's see what else. There's another one in here, I think. Here we are. And you. Let's see what we've got so far. Oops. Oh, beautiful. The star. This is this time of connecting in with your future and light in the universe. Spirit has your back. You are connected to something way more than you perceive. There's success on your horizon. Yeah? Celebrating yourself, though. You know, this is that success because you celebrating yourself, what's come before, and stepping into your future with love and compassion for yourself. 10 of Swords is, you know, letting go of that past energy and stepping onto that new horizon, the new energy. 7 of Wands. Oh, interesting cards. Knight of Wands and 3 of Swords. Such a mixed bag of energy, and I just feel like that's how you're feeling. You're just going through this cycle at the moment, and this is why you need to take this time out. You're going through a cycle of release, of feeling quite vulnerable, and like you need to protect yourself from the energies around you and from your past. And really what you need to do is celebrate yourself, to help you step into that future and heal what's come before. The healing is coming. You are healing. You're pulling your heart back together. It's being healed as we speak. Let's see how we move beyond this healing energy for reading number 3. You know, you're coming out of that dark space. You're healing your heart. You're moving into the light. How are they? Whoops. Oh, by dreaming your dreams, my friends. Dreaming your dreams. Understanding that anything can happen. Understanding that your future can be anything. You know, this is the pigs might fly card. You know, this is the dreams coming true. Whatever you feel they are. Let's see. Two of Pentacles, which I think is asking you to invite more balance into your life as well. Woo. Okay. Yeah. And this is when you're not taking this time out. So the door is there. The key is there. Everything is there for you to step into this future. You just get to take this time out to heal how you're feeling right now. To heal from the past hurts, from the challenges. To know that you are protected even though you feel vulnerable. And your protection comes from your own inner strength. From celebrating yourself, from showing yourself compassion and love, from connecting with something much deeper than just yourself. The whole universe, Spirit has your back. Spirit has your back. You are supported in this. You just need to dream bigger. Bring balance into your life and know that this new beginning is so wonderful and it's right there for you when you step beyond where you are now. When you heal from the past, you can step into your future because it's there. That door is lit up for you. The key's there. It's all waiting for you. The pentacles are about abundance. You know, it's all there. You just have this little bit of time of in between the old and the new to shift the old energy and then shift into the new. Reading number 3. This is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me.